morning, guys. Welcome to the vlog. So we are hanging out at home today. Today is the one day this week that I don't have like anything on the calendar, anything planned. So I'm trying to pick up the camera today and do some filming and just take care of some of the things that I've got to do around the house. It's crazy how I've gone from like, I don't know, literally being at my house almost every single day to now like this week. I literally have like, I have a mom's club meeting tomorrow and I have the kids homeschool co-op and then I have another event on Friday, and then yesterday I was at a play date. So there's just, you know, like it's all good stuff. Like I always say, like I don't want you to think like, oh, I'm complaining. Like it's good stuff. I am happy, but then when am I supposed to get stuff done around the house? Like when am I supposed to take care of laundry and all of that? It kind of throws me off. Today is Tuesday and I gotta tell you, this weekend was so blah for us because it was raining. Like we were getting like the remnants of the hurricane, which obviously I'm so grateful that, you know, we weren't in like any kind of direct path of the storm. And so I want to just like let you guys know if you guys were impacted by the storm. Like we've been thinking about you guys, we've been praying for you guys. It's been crazy seeing all that stuff on the news. Thank you to all of you guys who asked about my family down in Miami. Luckily they were not at all like really impacted. Like they had a lot of rain and wind, I think a little bit of wind, maybe not a lot, but point is like they were just fine. So thankfully this time around it didn't hit them. But man, hurricane season is no joke. That's what, like one of the reasons why like I prep so much, because like I've had to prep before, like for hurricanes and what if your power goes out. Like as a baby I lived through Hurricane Andrew. My parents like tell me the horror stories from Hurricane Andrew, so we know definitely firsthand like the kind of destruction that can happen from hurricanes. But like it was bad in some of those places in Florida. I'm still trying to find some of like the best places where we can like send donations, and like, you know, you always want it to go like to the best cause. So if you guys have any like organizations that you donated to or that you know of, leave them down below in the comments so I can look through those, because they definitely need some help. But what I was trying to say is this weekend for us was pretty much shot. It was just rainy and gloomy. So we were home and we were kind of going stir crazy. So I made my very first quiche. Okay, it doesn't look all that beautiful because I made my own pie crust, so I was really happy with how this turned out for my first time. I'm trying to figure out like how to make more like breakfast casseroles and quiches and stuff, because for Thanksgiving our plan right now is to go visit Joe's brother and his family, and so I want to be able to like contribute something while we're there. So I'm trying to figure out like what kinds of food, like meals I can make to like, you know, make for everybody and to be able to like offer people things, you know, in the morning. So I think this one was a hit. I'll make it one more time before like I share the recipe, because I kind of improvised with like a Joanna Gaines recipe that wasn't really for a quiche, but I did like some improvising. But it tasted delicious, and now I have breakfast and it's ready to go, so that makes me super happy. So I'm gonna enjoy my breakfast and then get to work because we got a lot to do. Breakfast was delicious. The kids are downstairs watching some TV. I'm gonna do some laundry. Got all of these things in Jackson's bed now that he likes to take in here with him. Like he likes to sleep sometimes with his cars. He also likes now for me to leave like all his books that he reads in his crib. So every time I'm gonna do laundry, it's like there's 1,500,000 things in here. So anyway, I'm gonna do some washing of the kids' sheets and all of that. So I want to thank Nude and Baby for sponsoring today's video. I've worked with Nude and Baby now a million times on my channel, but I love them, and so I love to continue to share their mattress with you guys. If you're in need of a mattress for your little one, or you know a pregnant mama who's on the market for a baby crib mattress, this is a one that I recommend to all the new moms. It's a little bit stressful sometimes when you're like trying to figure out what mattress you want to get for them. I remember going to the store and being like, do you want a firm mattress? Do you want a soft mattress? Do you want this kind of material? Do you want this kind of material? This is really the one that I wish that I had when Riley was born. It would have saved me so much just like anxiety and stress of trying to find the perfect mattress. I love it for so many reasons. So I'm gonna show you how it opens up. I do this every time that I show you this mattress so you guys can see what it's like actually made of. So it completely unzippers, you guys. And this is what the material looks like inside. The mattress itself is 100% breathable, recyclable. So like when you're done with the mattress, you can recycle it. It's good for the planet, good for the earth, but the inside of it, like there's no foam, there's no latex. This material is the same food grade polymer that they use in yogurt cups. So it's a really cool material because it's really mostly made out of air, if I understand that correctly. But point is that if your little one, for some reason, rolls onto his face when he's sleeping, especially when they're really little and like you have like that mama anxiety of them suffocating in their mattress, if their face happens to be straight on this, they can still breathe through the mattress, which I think is like genius. And I wish like more mattresses had that feature. I don't have to deal with so much of that stress anymore now that the kids are bigger, but I remember when I had teeny tiny babies, that was like one of my biggest fears, is that somehow they were gonna find a way to roll over onto their faces, and then that they weren't, you know, since they're little and they can't like pull up their heads, they can't, you know, reposition their face, and they're gonna end up suffocating in the mattress. So I love that, and I feel like it gives you a nice peace of mind. So I've had this one for Jackson now since I started working with Newton Baby, and I'm so glad that we found them, that they decided to work with me, that we have this in our house. We even got Newton Mattress, thank you to them, to send Brittany, my sister, a Newton Baby mattress for Everly. So that was really nice. So now at Mimi's house, Mimi also has a crib with a Newton Baby mattress, and my sister so far loves it, so she hasn't had anything bad to say about it. But on top of like all of those safety features, one of the things that I also love is just like the hygiene aspect of the mattress. So this entire thing comes off, and then you can throw it straight in the wash, and I've done that so many times now on my channel. So if your little one has an accident, if you guys are like in the potty training stage right now, maybe you have your kiddo like potty trained in the morning and then like still at nights are having accidents, if that happens, you can totally wash not only the cover itself, sorry, it's kind of hard for me to do this with one hand. You can totally just throw this in the wash, like if it was a sheet itself, and just wash it and dry it, and then put it back on the mattress. So you see, whenever I wash like Jackson's sheets, I go ahead and I throw this also in there just so that it's extra clean. But let's say your kiddo has an accident, right? And it seeps into the mattress. How many times has that happened where you're like, okay, great, now my mattress is pretty much ruined? What you can do is, I'm gonna just take this and show you like how easy it is to move this thing around. This thing is not heavy at all. So you can take this straight into your shower and you can completely rinse it off. I don't want to get it too wet because of the fact that, you know, Jackson's gonna sleep on it for his nap. You can totally just wash it off in there, and it just looks like a giant sponge. And so you can wet it, you can wash it, and then if there's anything like spit up or vomit or an accident, that kind of thing, just wash it off and then it'll dry, and then you can put the cover on, and then you have a clean mattress. So I don't know any other mattress that can do that, so I think it's bomb just for that reason. So I have a code for Newton Baby if you want to try it out. If you, like I said, have a friend maybe who needs a mattress, maybe you want to help them save a little bit of money, all the info will be down below in the description box. But you get $50 off of the mattress plus free shipping, and on top of that they have a 100 nights free trial, you guys. So you can try it out. If for some reason you end up not liking the mattress, which like I always say, I don't know why you wouldn't like the mattress, you can return it for free. So we love Newton Baby, and just thank you to them for continuing to work with me, and I hope you guys try it. If you have it or you try it, let me know what you think. But let me get the rest of the laundry and then we can see what the kids are doing. You guys, Riley is hooked on these Sophie Mouse books. Have your kiddos read them? Like, she can't read them on her own, but she has Joe read them to her at night, and we check them out at the library. So she likes the Sophie Mouse books. She also likes Judy Moody, and it's just like the cutest thing because I'll come in here after I put Jackson down for his bedtime. Like, Joe is with Riley during that time, and then we kind of switch. So then I'll find Joe on the bed reading about these little, like, either Sophie Mouse or Judy Moody and about their friends and all of that. It's the cutest thing. But they're chapter books, so it's nice because, you know, she can't read it on her own yet, but they'll read a couple chapters, and, like, they're not super long, but the words are big and all of that. But they'll read a couple chapters, and then they'll pick up the next night. If you have a little one, like, around Riley's age, Riley's gonna be 5 in December, that's sometimes, like, a nice time. Like, if their attention span is, you know, okay with it, it's sometimes fun to read them a book that, like, it's a long story and they have to kind of continue it over a few days. So I don't know, those are good ones that we've enjoyed. Are you finally finishing your breakfast? What were you eating?
Waffle.
A waffle? Like 1,000 years later, he comes back to his table and will eat his food. Like, it's been sitting there literally for almost 2 hours. And he's just like a grazer. Like, he'll pick up food and then come back and then eat it whenever he's hungry. Is it delicious? Yeah?
All done.
All done? Now where does it go?
Go.
In the sink. There you go. You can take it to the sink. You're a big boy. What?
Doctor.
Water?
No, doctor.
A doctor?
Yeah.
You need to go to the doctor?
Nope.
Nope. There you go. I love when he wears those little pajamas. He looks like the cutest little kid.
No, the big plate.
A big plate?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mama has a lot of dishes in the sink that she has to do. You want to help me wash dishes?
No. No me.
Okay, I thought that was a joke, and yet you both are going to fight over washing dishes, really? You want to help? Yeah? Both of you guys can help me wash dishes, okay? Oh, how beautiful. Good morning, Riley.
Good morning.
Hey, be careful! You're gonna freaking put him in like a headlock. Are you gonna make the dishes squeak and clean?
Yep. I'm gonna do the biggest dish.
The biggest dish? Okay, be careful, because there's a knife in there. Here, let me get the knife. There you go.
Mama, on the water.
Turn on the water?
Yeah. First things first, put some water inside. It's working. Mama, it's working.
Oh, good.
What's this?
What is
So
that?
dirty.
It's dirty?
Yeah.
Okay,
Done.
so you're gonna clean it? That is not done, Riley. There's still so much dough in there.
Don't worry, Mama. Wash my plate. Wash my plate.
Here you go. Wash your plate. So.
So dirty. It's working, Mommy.
Oh, good. All right, enough. Here, sponge. Scrub. That's my life, you guys. I never know. You never know what you're gonna get over here. That's why it's like so exciting. It's like having toddlers just keeps you on your toes. I thought that they were gonna complain about helping, and then today, like in this moment, they wanted to actually help. Now I'm like, oh, they're fine, they're content. Now they're gonna start fighting. Now they're gonna freaking like start punching each other. And so I'm gonna have to deal with the fight over, I don't know, whoever's using the water the most. My coffee cup?
Yeah, they wash it. All for
Okay, you can wash my coffee cup, Jackson.
I don't reach it.
You can reach it? Okay, but you can't drop it, okay? I need this to survive. How's it going, Riley? Oh, wow, good scrubbing. Do you know what was in there?
Dough.
Dough?
Yeah.
What does Mama make that has dough?
Bread.
Speaking of bread, though, we are going to bake some. I've been heating up my Dutch oven in here. So I have some sourdough in the fridge that I was prepping overnight. And so we're going to bake that in just a few minutes. All right, Jackson's still back there washing dishes. Riley gave up. Riley was like, my hands are hurting. I need a break. So I thought that was pretty funny because I never get breaks. So.
My hands need a break is real.
I understand. Yes, your hands need a break. Real.
Like my hands are tired of fooding so much.
I know. Believe me. I know. Anyway, I'm gonna try to do the same pumpkin loaf that I did last time, like the sourdough bread shaped in a pumpkin. So I was gonna show you how you do that. This time around, I'm gonna do it a little different because I think this is the correct way to do it. Last time I was just kind of winging it. But I have twine here. This is just like, I think that's what it's called, right? Like a little thing of string. And I cut up 4 little pieces. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay it down in like a crisscross and make like 8 equal-ish kind of spots like that. And then we're gonna put the bread on top. Can you guys see that? I don't know if the camera's picking it up.
Mama, this doesn't stop it. This doesn't stop it.
So this is the bread that's been in the fridge for a little bit, and I'm gonna put it right on top. And it's gonna stick to my hand, of course, because I forgot to put flour on my hand. Love that. But this is supposed to go on the bottom, I believe. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the pieces and like tie them up here in like a little knot.
We'll
see if that works. Because last time, it looks like an octopus.
Yeah.
Last time I did it a little different, and then it was like harder to cut off the pieces. And then like the string was kind of like stuck all over the place. But I think that this is the right way to do it. And actually, I think one of the strings was not needed. I think you could have just needed the 3. Do I need this last one? Did I even do that right? Whatever. I may have put 1 too many strings, but like 3 or 4 strings like that. And then this is what I'm gonna put in the Dutch oven to bake. Okay, something happened here. I'm not exactly sure what. I think I pulled like the wrong string. So I'm just gonna kind of tie this up. But the point was you're supposed to do like that crisscross method. This will be fine though. At least the strings won't just be hanging out all over the place. Okay, I think it should still be fine. Get some parchment paper. I should have put this on the parchment paper to begin with. So here's my failed tutorial, you guys. This is not gonna be as beautiful as the last one, but you guys kind of get the idea here. I could score it, and I really wanted to, but now I feel like it's all messed up, so much for that. I did get this cute little like scoring thing on Amazon. So like it's like a thing to hold your razor so that when you're scoring your bread, you're not like holding just the razor blade. So that's been kind of nice. Yeah, it's called scoring your bread when you make like the little designs on it. Oh. But right now, I don't know if the scoring is gonna even work because the dough hasn't been really in the fridge all that long.
That's okay, Mama.
So we're just gonna go with it, okay? I'm still super careful these days. What are you doing, Jackson? Traumatized from the time that I burned my hand taking the Dutch oven out of the oven. So remember, this whole thing is hot. So
it's hot.
I know it's hot, but it's gonna be okay. But anyway, we're gonna get to baking. I need to do schoolwork with Riley too. So that's probably what we'll do while this is cooking. And then hopefully it turns out decent. And regardless of whether it turns out decent or not, like looking good. Yes, I know it's hot. I want to eat it too because it's been a few days since I've had some fresh bread. What is it?
It's burning.
It's burning?
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's burning my fork.
Your fork? Yes. Can you wash it? Are you washing dishes or are you making a mess?
I'm not making a mess.
No? Okay. Say, I'm a good helper.
Oh.
Is it too hot? Yeah. All right, we're gonna do schoolwork, but we're also gonna go outside and check on our little plants that we planted the other day. Riley, you wanna come see them? Yeah. It's actually nice because part of her curriculum right now is working on like the soil and like how God made plants and soil. So in the curriculum it says to have them like planting little things, like little flowers and stuff. So the fact that we've had these over here to watch and to like watch them sprout has been really good. So this is the lettuce that we planted the other day.
So cold.
I know it's really cold out here right now, but it looks like our butter crunch. There's like a whole lot in that one. And then we've got the romaines that are also growing. So these are little lettuces that hopefully will grow, and then hopefully they'll outgrow these containers and then we can put them in the garden. But it's been really cold, so yeah. Oh look, some are sprouting in here too, and in here I like put a bunch of different spinach, and we're starting to finally see them popping through. You see that, and all the little green stuff. I also did a little experiment to show her. This is gonna look disgusting, but if you ever want to show your kiddos like how seeds sprout and stuff, I'm pretty sure you can do this with most seeds. So like it doesn't have to be lettuce seeds, but you get the seeds and you put them like inside of like a damp paper towel. Hopefully they don't all float away. And then you put them outside in like a Ziploc, and then you can open them up and you can go seeing how stuff sprouts. Do you see that? So those were just little brown seeds, and then since there's been water and sunshine, they've started to germinate. That's what it's called when they start, like the green stuff starts coming out. So that's kind of cool to watch like their development, and it's just something easy you can do to like introduce them to the concept of, you know, growing or gardening, even if you don't have like a full-on garden, or you don't even need soil. You literally just need some seeds and some water. So that might be something you want to try. All right, Riley and I have been doing school for a little while. She did great. We were reviewing sight words, so we were doing some of that today. What do you want?
Apple juice.
Apple juice?
Yeah.
That's what you want?
Yeah.
They've now gotten into like this phase where they like apple juice. They've never liked juice in their life. And now for some reason he loves apple juice. I think I have some little boxes. Look, apple juice box. You want one of these?
No, Mommy.
Here. You want one too, Mama?
Apple juice box.
Okay. Let me get you an apple juice box. I typically don't like giving the kids juice because like there's sugar and they don't need any more sugar in their life, but they've started like requesting it now. And it's definitely not like an everyday thing. Like they've been really good this morning, so they're gonna get a treat of some apple juice. But anyway, here is my bread. It actually turned out super cute. So I'm gonna let it cool now, and I think we were okay with like the string. So we're gonna actually just move this over to my cooling rack. And of course, my parchment paper just doesn't want to come off. Come off. All right, so we're gonna let this cool on my cooling rack. And then all we do now is we cut off the string. It's a little bit not as hot anymore. So I'm just gonna start taking off.
Can I try your bread?
You can try it as soon as I finish getting all of these strings off.
I'll try it because it's gonna be the best bread.
See, you have to pull a little bit sometimes just to like get them all out, because sometimes like it kind of bakes into the bread. And again, maybe I'm not doing this 100% correctly, but it works. So you just go pulling them out. So now what I did last time is I took my scissors and just like made a little hole if I need to on the top. And I took a cinnamon stick for like the stem of the pumpkin. I've also seen people use like pretzels. So if you don't have cinnamon sticks, you can use pretzels. But there we go. Got another pumpkin bread sourdough loaf. And now it's so pretty, I don't want to eat it, but I also do want to eat it because I know it's going to taste delicious. So there we go. Feeling good today. Let's go get your mattress. Writing all these markers. Put the lids on them. They're going to dirty the carpet.
But I can't find them. Is your bed supposed to be like this? Oh, Papa, turn your foot down. Oh, it's like Spider-Man.
It looks like a spider web. What do you think, Jackson? It's a little bit wet, but it's fine. All right, I gotta put the cover on it.
Why?
Because.
Hi, Mama.
Hi. What do you think, Jackson?
Look at the burning out of the bed.
For where you sleep?
Yeah, it's like this.
Is it cozy?
Yeah. And it's pulling it out of my bed.
I took it out of your bed.
Oh no! Look out!
Anyway, the kids are about to do quiet time, but I'm trying to fold the clothes that I had washed earlier. And so I had wanted, let's see if they even let me have a conversation. I had wanted to talk to you guys about a movie that I had seen a couple nights ago. So a couple nights ago, Joe and I, we watched Father Stew on Netflix. And it was one of the best movies that I have seen in a long time. If you've never heard of it, it's the main actor is Mark Wahlberg. And the gist of the movie, like I don't want to give away the whole movie, but first of all, it was great. The gist of the movie is it's about a guy, like just not like a holy guy. Like this guy was like the last person you'd ever think would become a priest, and his journey to becoming a Catholic priest. And it was just such a good redemption story about how like God uses even like the most unexpected people to like, you know, carry out his mission. And it was just such a spectacular story. It's based on a true story of this man. So I was super emotional watching it, and Joe even was super emotional. Like I haven't seen Joe like cry in a movie, and he was like, I'm a wreck, I'm all messed up right now. So it was a very moving movie. So I highly recommend it if anybody wants to watch it. If you have Netflix, it's free. I highly recommend having like the guys in your life. Like some of you guys have said like, you know, your husbands are trying to get into faith, or maybe like they don't know how to start or whatever. I feel like watching the movie is great because it's funny too. Like it's not like this super serious drama. Like it's funny too. Mark Wahlberg is really funny in the movie. And like I said, it's this guy, like Mark Wahlberg's, his character, Father Stew, or Stu, whatever his name was. He was just like the last guy you'd ever think would become a priest. Like he only got into faith and got into going to church because he was trying to like sleep with one of the ladies that went to church. Like that's the kind of movie it is, and like shows like his journey, and like he had a really, you know, just like broken home and family life. His relationship with his dad was really bad, and like I think if I'm not mistaken too, like he had ended up in jail. Like this guy eventually becomes a priest, and his story is phenomenal, and I think it's very encouraging and inspiring. So I highly recommend watching it for that reason alone. But then the other thing I took away from the movie is not like too much of a spoiler alert, but towards like the end of the movie, like it's a real life story, so I can't really affect the outcome of the movie, but he develops like a disorder, or like some kind of a muscular degenerative disorder. I'm not entirely sure what it was called, but eventually you have this guy who can't even you know, he can't even walk, and he can't even like go sit and use the bathroom. And there are people that go through terrible like illnesses like that, and just seeing how he, you know, he still wanted to live his life for God, and despite all of the difficulty and, you know, like all the things that he says about suffering and all of that, and how it brought him closer to God. All of those things are just like so impacting, and they're just really good messages. And so what I took from it, sorry, I'm like getting like all over the place, but what I took from it is there have been so many times I've been struggling where like I don't want to do the laundry. I don't want to go downstairs to the basement. I don't want to go up and down the stairs. I've been finding myself just like really tired and not motivated and not wanting to do all of these things. So after watching the movie, like for the last couple days, it kind of gives you like a fresh perspective, right? And it kind of makes you think like, man, there really are people out there that have, you know, these kinds of diseases where they can't walk, where they can't go up and down the stairs, and they would love to. They would give anything to freaking go down to the basement and do my laundry. Like they would love to be able to, you know, put a load of laundry in the wash, and they can't. And I'm not saying that like you have to be like morbid and thinking about those things all the time, but every once in a while it kind of gives you that fresh perspective of like all of these things that we complain about that we don't want to do, myself included, right? Like there's people that would give anything to be able to do it, and like how blessed we are that we can, even though it in the moment might not be exactly what you want to do. So that's my little pep talk for the day. Maybe it encourages you a little bit. I'm not sure how much you were able to hear because the kids are screaming and running in the background. But I'm going to put this away, get the kids down for bedtime, quiet time, and then I've got some projects that I have to work on. And then I'll talk to you guys in a bit. You want to go to sleep?
No, Mommy.
You want me to close the door so you can go to sleep again?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, this is weird. Okay. Oh, but you told me you wanted to go to sleep. See? Do you want to go outside and play for a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, with your bike?
Yeah.
Okay, let's put on some clothes. All right, I brought the kids outside to get some fresh air because we've been like cooped up all day. And of course, it is like 53 degrees, but it's also windy. So it's really cold out. We have to bring out the hats. Jackson is all bundled up. And then, of course, we come out here and Jackson's like, I want a popsicle. I mean, I joined him because why not? But he's like, I want a popsicle. And Riley asked for ice cream. So all of us are freezing. Oh, hi. I love you so much. You are the best. You know that? You know I love you?
Maybe hot, you know.
What?
They don't bite.
You don't bite? No, no biting. Just kisses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just kisses. I love you. So anyway, it's so good for them to be outside and get some, you know, oh look, Riley with the muddy puddles, get some fresh air. And I'm really trying really hard this year to make it so that the weather doesn't prevent us from being outside. Like, you know, if it's too cold, like let's just find the right attire so we can be outside properly, not freeze our butt off. Not freeze, but still be able to enjoy, you know, being outside and stuff. Little miss, what are you doing? Look at her. In her rain boots, her hat, and her ice cream in her hand, jumping in muddy puddles. Like, what else could she want from life? Riley, look up here. Do not get full of mud, okay? You can be out there, but don't splash it onto your pants, okay? Please be careful. Yeah, be careful. Oh, be careful with your ice cream? Say, don't drop your ice cream.
Don't drop your ice cream. Oh, muddy puddles.
Muddy puddles?
Yeah.
Are you gonna go jump in them too?
No.
No.
Stay up there. Up there.
Yeah, there's a tree. Do you see how it's changing colors?
It's changing colors.
What color is it?
It's changing red.
Changing to red. Sure is, because it's fall.
Wow.
Yeah, so we've got a bunch of trees changing colors over there. And then the one back there is super red. And even this tree over here, you guys are going to see it start changing, but you can already see a bunch of the orange leaves. Are you checking on all my plants?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. What looks like it's growing? Anything? I think some of the Brussels sprouts are doing okay. Potatoes are doing pretty good. But a lot of things are just, I don't know, this is my first season planting. Well, actually spinach looks pretty good.
Yeah.
So some stuff is doing all right. All right, we're gonna hang out here. Then I gotta start cooking dinner. So.
Oh yeah!
Are you gonna eat your dinner?
Yeah.
Are you gonna eat your dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I hope so.
Finish my food.
Oh. Okay. Yes, please finish your food. All right. So it's a million years later. Joe's home from work and he went to go work out. So now he's like hanging out with the kids. We've been watching like old YouTube videos. Riley wanted to watch like old Disney vlogs and stuff. What do you think of those videos, Riley? You love them? Jackson is loving that he can see McQueen. You just gonna climb on the side of the couch, Jackson? You can probably do it. Careful! Little pipsqueak, you just need a little push there.
Oh no!
So yeah, that's what they're doing. I tried a new recipe today. I cooked something in the crock pot. I'm making like steak fajitas, but I've never cooked steak like this in the crock pot. It was super easy. It was just like steak, diced tomatoes, an onion, and some fajita seasoning. And we'll pair this with the tortillas, and then I've got chips and salsa. Could make guacamole if I wanted to. But we're gonna have dinner and then just like get everybody settled for the night. Guys, it is a million years later. We got the kids to bed and Joe and I, we did buy one ear downstairs. We did day 100 was today, what, 198? 198. We did day 198 of reading through the Bible. So we're almost at 200 and it's like one of like the happiest accomplishments that we've gotten that far. Like obviously we knew that we wanted to do the whole year, but I don't know that I thought we'd be here. Like, excuse me, how am I supposed to finish my vlog? So almost at day 200 and we're just trucking along and it's been so nice. So we did that. Now we're gonna get in bed and watch 90 Day Fiance before we fall asleep. You're not gonna make it? He's probably gonna turn on the TV and then fall asleep. That's what he does. He like will set up a movie and find a movie. He'll take 15 minutes to find a movie to watch and then he watches literally 30 seconds of it. And then he falls asleep. And then he'll also like put the same movie. Like we watched the movie Collateral for like 6 days in a row, like 6 nights in a row at bed. Because he would turn it on and then watch 2 minutes, fall asleep, and then the next day you started 2 minutes into the movie, watch another 2 minutes. So I don't know what it's gonna be tonight. But anyway, it's late, so we're gonna get to bed. And that is it for today's vlog. So thank you for hanging out with us today. Thanks for hanging out with me and the kids. Remember, if you want to save a little bit of money on the Newton mattress, the Newton baby mattress, I have a code down below. You get $50 off plus free shipping. So yeah, check it out. And thank you to them for sponsoring today's video. And I love your faces. Thank you for being here. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.